White center clearance. Good morning, Emirates. 4305, ready for pushback at Charlie 3.
White center tower. Good morning. China Southern 7782 is on approach. China Southern 7782 clear to land runway 14 left.
Emirates 4305, cleared for pushback. White center ground. Emirates 4305, ready to taxi. Emirates 4305, taxi to runway 14 right.
White center tower. Good morning. Delta 1490 is on approach. Delta 1490 cleared to land runway 14 left.
Lufthansa 4757 cleared for pushback. White center ground. Lufthansa 4757 ready to taxi.
White center ground. China Southern 7782 taxi to the gates.
Lufthansa 4757 taxi to runway 14 right.
During an emergency, please remain
China
in your
Southern
seats with your seatbelt
7782
fastened and
taxi
your
to
feet
gate
in the
Charlie
upright
3.
position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention during this brief presentation.
White center clearance. Good morning. China Eastern 5699 ready for pushback at 7. China Eastern 5699 cleared for pushback.
White center ground. Delta 1490 requesting taxi to the gates.
Fiji 1562 clear to land runway 14 left.
China Eastern 5699 taxi to runway 14 right.
White center tower. Good morning. Ice Air 4266 is on approach. Ice Air 4266 cleared to land runway 14 left. Emirates 4305 cleared for takeoff runway 14 right.
Lufthansa 4757 cleared for takeoff runway 14 right.
Delta 1490 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Korean 4943 cleared for pushback. White Center Tower. Good morning. Air Transat 6184 is on approach. Air Transat 6184, clear to land runway 14 left.
White Center Ground, Korean 4943, ready to taxi.
White Center clearance. Good morning. New Zealand 88901, ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
White Center Ground, Fiji 1562, requesting taxi to the gates.
Korean 4943, taxi to runway 14, right.
White Center ground. Ice Air 4266, taxi to the gates.
Fiji 1562, taxi to gate Bravo 7.
White Center Tower, China Eastern 5699, ready for takeoff runway 14, right.
New Zealand 88901, cleared for pushback. Ice Air 4266, requesting taxi to the gates. New Zealand 88901, taxi to runway 14 right.
White Center clearance. Good morning. Lufthansa 6539, ready for pushback at Bravo 1.
White Center Ground. Air Transat 6184, requesting taxi to the gates.
Lufthansa 6539, cleared for pushback.
Air Transat 6184, taxi to gate Alpha 5.
Ice Air 4266, taxi to gate Charlie 4.
White Center Ground, Lufthansa 6539, ready to taxi. Lufthansa 6539, taxi to runway 14 right.
White Center clearance. Good morning. Firefly 9733, ready for pushback at Alpha 3.
White Center Tower, good morning. KLM 3726 is on approach. White Center clearance. Good morning. Yellow Cab 58901, ready for pushback at Alpha 1. KLM 3726, cleared to land runway 14 left.
White Center Tower. Good morning. Jordanian 90718 is on approach. Jordanian 90718, cleared to land runway 14 left.
Firefly 9733, cleared for pushback.
Yellow Cab 58901, cleared for pushback. White Center clearance. Good morning. United 8387, ready for pushback at Bravo 2. United 8387, cleared for pushback.
White Center Tower. Good morning. Japan Air 7500 is on approach. Japan Air 7500, cleared to land runway 14 left.
Firefly 9733, taxi to runway 14 right.
Yellow Cab 58901, taxi to runway 14 right. White Center Tower. Good morning. Southwest 8718 is on approach. White Center Ground. KLM 3726, taxi to the gates. Southwest 8718, cleared to land runway 14 left. White Center Ground. United 8387, ready to taxi.
White Center Tower, good morning. China Southern 5468 is on approach. China Southern 5468, clear to land runway 14 left. White Center clearance. Good morning. Singapore 177, ready for pushback at Bravo 10.
KLM 3726, requesting taxi to the gates.
Jordanian 90718, taxi to gate Alpha 3.
United 8387, taxi to runway 14. 4, right.
White Center Tower, good morning. Ukraine 6670 is on approach. Ukraine 6670 cleared to land runway 14 left.
Singapore 177 cleared for pushback.
LATAM 7107 cleared for pushback. White Center ground, Japan Air 7500 taxi to the gates.
Singapore 177 taxi to runway 14 right.
KLM 3726 hold position. KLM 3726 taxi to gate Bravo 10.
White Center ground, LATAM 7107 ready to taxi.
Korean 4943 continue taxi.
New Zealand 88901 hold position.
White Center ground, Southwest 8718 requesting taxi to the gates. White Center clearance, good morning, I fly 90285, ready for pushback at Bravo 9. Southwest 8718, taxi to gate Alpha 1.
LATAM 7107 taxi to runway 14 right.
New Zealand 88901 continue taxi.
Japan Air 7500 taxi to gate Bravo 8.
White Center ground, China Southern 5468 taxi to the gates.
KLM 3726 continue taxi.
China Southern 5468 requesting taxi to the gates. China Southern 5468 taxi to gate Bravo 1. China Southern 5468 hold position.
White Center ground, Ukraine 6670 requesting taxi to the gates.
White Center clearance, good morning, American 7469er, ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
I fly 90285, cleared for pushback.
American 7469er cleared for pushback.
White Center Tower, good morning. Qatari 8524 is on approach. Qatari 8524, clear to land runway 14 left.
White Center ground, American 7469er ready to taxi.
White Center ground, I fly 90285, ready to taxi.
American 7469er taxi to runway 14 right.
White Center clearance, good morning. Bangkok 3583, ready for pushback at Alpha 2.
Ukraine 6670 taxi to gate Bravo 3.
I fly 9285. Taxi to runway 14, right.
China Southern 5468 taxi to gate Bravo 9. China Southern 5468 continue taxi.
White Center Ground, Bangkok, 3583, ready to taxi.
White center clearance. Good morning. UPS 5905. Ready for pushback at Charlie 2.
Southwest 8718. Hold position.
UPS 5905. Cleared for pushback.
Bangkok, 3583, taxi to runway 14, right. White Center Ground, Qatari, 8524, taxi to the gates.
White center ground. UPS 5905. Ready to taxi.
Southwest 8718. Continue taxi.
White Center Tower. Good morning. Virgin 2890 is on approach. Virgin 2890 cleared to land runway 14 left. White center clearance. Good morning. Avianca 8077 ready for pushback at Alpha 4.
Qatari, 8524, taxi to gate. Bravo, 1.
White center clearance. Good morning. Ural 90155 ready for pushback at Bravo 4.
UPS 5905. Taxi to runway 14, right.
Avianca 8077 cleared for pushback. Ural 90155 cleared for pushback.
White center clearance. Good morning. UPS 2643. Ready for pushback at Charlie 1.
White center ground. Avianca 8077 ready to taxi. White center ground. Virgin 2890 requesting taxi to the gates. White center ground. Ural 90155 ready to taxi. White Center Tower. Good morning. Delta 5182 is on approach.
White center clearance. Good morning. JetBlue 7449 ready for pushback at Bravo 6.
Delta 5182 cleared to land runway 14 left. China Eastern 5699 cleared for takeoff runway 14 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 14, right.
White Center Tower, New Zealand, 88901, ready for takeoff runway 14, right. New Zealand, 88901, cleared for takeoff runway 14, right.
3539, ready for takeoff runway 14 right. Lufthansa 6539, cleared for takeoff runway 14 right.
White center clearance, China Southern 7783, ready for pushback with Charlie 3.
White Center Tower, Firefly. 907, Blue 3, ready for takeoff runway 14 right.